Hello and welcome to BierTier, the German engineer. Today we're back with a brand new game to the channel, and that game is Drill Deal Oil Tycoon. This game was developed by A2 Softworks, and their publisher Manager Games has reached out to me and has provided me with this pre-release key for free. The game is actually set to release on March 9th, 2022. And on top of the key for me, they also provided me with 2 more keys, which will unlock on the release day, and I will give them away right here on YouTube. So if you want a chance to win one of those keys, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you join the Discord server so we can actually talk and I can give you the key if you should win. So I think we're gonna jump right into it, and we will see how that works out for us today. So let's start a new game, go to the first mission, North Sea, and let's give it a shot. And here we are, North Sea. Manage our company's new investment, a platform in a flourishing sea of algae. Main objective, destroy all mines. Secondary objectives, build a platform and hire 15 employees. Well, I would argue that is doable. Build more buildings to raise your platform level and hire employees. To hire more employees, you need bedrooms. That sounds reasonable, they gotta sleep somewhere. Build a defensive gun and destroy all mines. Okay, will do. First of all, let's pause the game and let's see what the menu here actually looks like. First of all, we have in the top left here money. We have 4,600 and currently plus 0 a day. Obviously, we don't have any expenses, but we also don't have any income. Power, we have 60 out of 60 used, 60 used and 60 produced. Also, that is pretty straightforward. And employees, we have 0 out of a maximum of 3 right now. Right below that, we have building blocks, food ingredients, poor meals, water, basically all of our resources, and more will join this column here in a little while. On the bottom left, we have all the different menus for all the different buildings that we can build, for all the different sub-menus for hiring employees, hiring a freighter, all sorts of stuff, all on the bottom left. On the top right, here we have our objectives. We can take a look. Once again, we have to destroy the mines, build an additional small platform, and have 15 employees. Here we have the reputation for our oil rig, the level for our oil rig. Here we have the time of day and what day it is, speed controls, resetting the camera, and the settings menu. Then here on the bottom we have some overlays, but currently there's no point in even looking at those. So what do we have to do here? This here's our oil rig, pretty easy and straightforward. We need to take a look, we need to build a few things. First of all, a basic refinery. I need to be careful, the controls are extremely sensitive. So that is going to be interesting if I can handle that. The other refinery we're probably going to, that was resetting the camera, we don't want to do that. We want to turn this building here. How do we do that? Right mouse click, that's right. So we're just going to plop the basic refinery down here in the corner. That should be okay. Small gas generator, we should probably also build a couple of those. One here, and another one right beside it, just like that. We just leveled up our oil rig, and we can go over to social buildings on the bottom left here. We need a small kitchen. And the small kitchen, we're probably just gonna put into this corner right here, probably somewhere around right there. Right beside the kitchen, we need also a buffet. That makes perfect sense. People need to eat somewhere, and we're gonna plop that down right there. Then, basic employee quarters. We're gonna build this here soon, but we don't need them quite yet. What we do need, though, is we need to hire some people. So let's take a look in the hire screen. The first one right here, engineering, refining, and drilling. We probably have to hire Jacob Novak here because he's really good at drilling, so we should definitely do that. We're gonna hire him. Then Logan Williams right here, also some refining, also some gas chemical production. That's probably good to have somebody like this around, so we're gonna hire him as well. And then we should probably hire a cook, so Henry Lewis, welcome aboard as well. And now we can actually run the game and get all the stuff here built right away. And then we can add our people to the appropriate buildings. So here we have our drill that is Jacob Novak. We're gonna put you in there. Then over here in our refinery, that is going to be Logan Williams. We're going to slap you in there. And then in our kitchen over here, on the day shift, we're going to add where you add Henry Lewis. Welcome aboard. Now everything is working. It just seems that we are not producing quite enough power, but we should be able to do something about that. So let's take a look into our technology tree. And we have actually 4 different technology trees. We have production, maintenance, employee care, and employees. So we need to see what we can do here. First of all, platform basic production gives plus 20% to drill efficiency for 200. That makes sense. Gonna do that. And then better capacitors increases the available power resources by plus 50 for 500. Gonna plop that in right away. That should save us from having to build another one of those generators. Great. What we will also need very soon is basic maintenance. We need a workshop, so we're gonna unlock that as well. And that should be enough research for right now. We can also build our first basic employee quarters. We probably just, let's pause it just for a second here. And then let's take a look. If we take a look here, we should not build it in these areas right here because that is some noise pollution, and noise pollution is not something that makes our people happy. So let's see what else does have noise pollution. The small kitchen here. Yeah, we can just build our quarters right along here. I'm going to turn this one here around and I'm going to plop it right here. And that should make him pretty happy. It is currently night, and since we don't have a night shift in any of our buildings, we have no production at night. That is of course suboptimal, and we gotta change that pretty quickly, especially on our raw material production right here. On our gas, crude oil and gasoline, we can certainly not stop that production at night. Repair your buildings. The technical condition of buildings deteriorates with time. To take care of the buildings, build a workshop and hire mechanics. That is the next thing that we're gonna do right away. Let's see if we can find that building somewhere in here. Where would you be hiding? There we have the workshop right here. And we're just gonna plop it probably right over here. And then we need to hire more people. So let's pause the game. Go to employee hiring screen. And let's see, do we have a mechanic here? We do. Ian Brown, you're gonna be our mechanic. Then we need a night shift, preferably for our 2 buildings. Let's see, can we do that? Jackson Green right here. We can put him into our refinery. That's okay. But it looks like that's about it. We cannot put somebody else in there. Well, that sucks a little bit. But let's take a look in our workshop here. On the day shift, we are going to hire. Let's see. It was Ian Brown. Ian Brown goes straight into there. And then in our refinery, down here in the corner, night shift. That is going to be Jackson Green. Wonderful. Now our output should increase quite drastically. What we need to also do is get some more money. We are down to 183 and we are currently at negative 308. Obviously, that's not going to fly. So over here, we're going to hop into contracts and let's see if we have anything here. 200 gas, we could sell it for 600. That's probably a good idea to do that right away. And what do we have over here? Gasoline, 200 for 1,000. We don't have 200. That's suboptimal. So let's run it for just a tiny little bit. See how high we can push this here. 326 per day. So we can probably start a long-term contract with that. So yes, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to hop back into contracts. And here we have gasoline. And we're going to say something like 250 maybe a day. That should be doable, I believe. Yeah, probably so. And then overall cargo, 1,000. Overall revenue, 5,470. Income a day, 1,368. And we're going to make this a deal. That increases our income to 990 daily. We just need to make sure that every single day we have 250 gasoline available. That is going to be interesting. We need to hire another night shift guy for our drill. We just don't have anybody with drill skills available, so yeah, that is very suboptimal. Entertainment buildings. To keep employees happy, build entertainment buildings such as a movie theater or a gym. Owning various types of entertainment buildings increases employee satisfaction. That is all nice and good, but first of all, we need to make sure that we get the night shift in here. So let's see, we have Brian Cowell right here. We can hire him for night shift. That is wonderful. And that is exactly what we're going to do right away. We're going to plop him into here. Brian, where are you at? There you are. Yeah, that should be a hell of a lot better. Back in our technology tree, we were just taking a look at entertainment. Let's see, where is that? An employee care right here. Employee care increases the time needed for unsatisfied employees to quit their job by 1 day. We're going to do that right away. And then the basic cinema right here. Small cinema, entertainment building where employees watch movies during their free time. Increases happiness when used. Great. And let's make also sure we build it actually on our platform and make sure we have an employee for it as well. In social buildings, small cinema. We're just going to plop that probably down here. Yeah, that's a good place to be. Just like this here. There we go. And then we're going to hire one more person, just anybody, whoever's cheapest. Leo Short right here. We're going to hire you and we're going to make you the day shift employee for our cinema. It seems like the cinema has a problem with noise. That is, of course, not good. We need to make sure that we remove this building here and put it somewhere else. Probably gonna do that right away. Where can we put it though? Probably right around here. Can we put it here though? Because we also need to have these buildings right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that is not gonna work out. I don't really have a good space to build the cinema, unfortunately. So it has to stay there. And we just don't have a choice. This here is just going to pop up. It is what it is. Day has broken once again. Let's take a look into our overview here in production. What do we have here? Oil basic production, unlock small chemical plant and lubricants container, enabling lubricants production and storage. Yeah, we're gonna do that right away. That's gonna be pretty decent, I would think. Let's build a small chemical plant right away, and we're just gonna plop it over here. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. Level 4 is achieved. That's good. And let's make sure we also build in social another basic employee quarters. Just gonna put it into the corner right there. And then let's make sure we hire 2 people for that building right there. Right here, Grayson Lewis, you're pretty cheap. We're gonna hire you. And Steve Lee, you also have the appropriate skills. And right here, we're gonna put you into day shift and then into night shift respectively. The next day started and we are low on power. Let's see what we can do about that. First of all, let's take a quick look into our contracts. What do we have here? We can sell a little bit of gas. Yeah, let's get us a little bit more money in. That should be all right. And then we need power. We also don't have any building blocks. So let's take a look at the orders mechanic. The orders mechanic brings us a ship. It has a total capacity of 400. It costs us 100 to get it here, plus the price of our ingredients. And it takes 40 seconds to get here. So let's say if we get us 200 blocks, that will cost us 2100. And we barely have that. So that's definitely going to be too much. So we're going to get us 100 building blocks. Do we still have food? A little bit. We should probably also get like 20 of that, and just to be on the safe side, we're going to say confirm. And right here we can now see it takes 38 seconds for the ship to arrive. As soon as it's here, we can build another power generator, and that should help us out. Oh, look at this here. The next day has started and we just fulfilled the contract. We're going to start a new contract. Let me pause the game real quick. There's a couple things we need to do. First of all, we're going to hire another employee. Josiah Green right here. We're going to hire you and we're going to put you into the night shift of the cinema. That is quite important. We do not quite get enough entertainment in. Because if we take a look here, we have those 3 bars. Rest, food, and entertainment. And the entertainment is pretty low for some of our employees. You can see they're pretty disgruntled. Yeah, they're not happy that that bar is low. Not sure what's going on with Henry here, but other than that, most of these here are due to the entertainment. So we're going to get us another guy in to get that job done. And then we can do a couple things. First of all, we need to go to contracts. We're going to sell some gas since we have too much of that stuff laying around anyway. And then we're going to start a new contract down here for crude oil. No better to say for gasoline. We're getting 299 a day in. So we're going to say 250. We're going to say deal and let's go. Brings us 1,389 a day. And then down here, let's take a look. Fuel oil. We're getting 185 a day. So we can probably say 150 a day is a pretty safe bet. And then, well, actually, let's do 200. We are ahead. We have 500 out of 500 in storage. We're going to say deal. Yes. And let's make sure we sell that as well. It gives us another 777 a day. Wonderful. And then last but not least, we're going to grab us a small gas generator. And we're going to probably turn it and we're going to plop it down in here. Just to keep the noise away from over here. And we still don't have enough power. 275 out of 270 usage. That's not good. So we need to build actually another one. So let's do that right away. Small gas generator. And we can just plop it anywhere here. It really doesn't matter. Here, for example, should get the job done. Yep, that's it. And now we have all the power that we need to make us some lubricants. Those we need to go and actually destroy those mines right here. And the next thing that I'm going to build is in here in social, another basic employee quarters. We're going to plop those right here. Wonderful. That should give us enough space for 15 employees, which, if we remember correctly, is one of our requirements. Great. And the next day has just started. I think it is time to hire a couple more people. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a driller. What else do we have? Do we have, oh, here we have it. Expedition. We're going to hire one guy for expeditions. Here we have a second one for expeditions. We're going to hire him as well. We do not have a mechanic that is suboptimal. But what else do we have here? Out of those people here, yeah, really nothing useful. But we can put 2 people into here. Let's take a look. Elias Kent. And on the second slot, we're going to put Ian Adams. That's exactly what we hired him for. And now we should have unlocked this screen right here and the small shipyard expedition. We're going to start that and let's see what we get out of that. And while we're waiting to get some more resources in, Just a quick reminder for the giveaway of 2 free keys on March 9th, 2022 for this game here on the release date. If you want to participate, comment down below, join the Discord channel, and of course subscribe to the channel. Those are the 3 things that need to be fulfilled to be entered into our giveaway. Let's take a look at our technology tree once again. We need to build a defensive tower so we can actually destroy those mines. Where's that at? Oh, right here, defensive turret. So we need to research security and we need to research the defensive turret. We're gonna do both of those right away. That's a given. In production, is there anything else we should do in here? No, it actually looks like that is all good. And then employees, basic education. Yeah, we're gonna research that right away as well. Expedition finished. Sinking ship. Your explorers are back and have recovered 400 fuel oil. Okay, that's a lot of fuel oil. That is in the dead of night. Wonderful. Let's turn the speed back down. Don't move my camera around, please. And can we start another expedition? No, because they're actually not yet back and happily back at their place of employment. So as soon as that happens, we can send them back out for another one. And right here, we just have supplied our ship once again with the resources that it ordered. And it drives away. We are up to 40,500 of our money. Wonderful. How about the expeditions? Are we ready yet? Or are you guys gonna still take a break? Apparently they're still on break. All good. It is in the middle of the night. A storm is raging and our workshop doesn't have an employee. Can we hire an employee for our workshop? Let's see. Does anybody have the workshop skill? It does not look like it. We will have to wait to repair the damage during day shift. Day shift is here. The ship is back. Let's take another look into our contracts. We can sell 200 gasoline? No, but we can sell 200 gas. Yes, we can sell 200 gas, no problem. Also 200 fuel oil, not a problem whatsoever. Gonna sell that right away as well. And then let's take another look into our hiring screen. Now we have a mechanic that we can put on night shift. We're gonna do that right away. That is a given. And I think we are at a point where we can actually complete this mission with all 3 stars. So first of all, we need 15 employees. So let's hire the 2 cheapest ones we have. That should give us the first star. And there it is. Have 15 employees. That is completed and done. Then next on the list is build another platform. So we just got to find us a platform. For example, a 2x9 platform or a 3x6 platform. Something like this here. And we can just build it pretty far away. Let's see. Somewhere over here, we can just plop it down. And that gives us another star. Of course, we would have to build something on here, all sorts of stuff, but currently that's not really needed. We just need to build it. And then last but not least, we need to build one more building. Just gotta find it. Let's see where you are hidden. Not in here. Maybe you're in there. Yes, right here, the defensive turret. It cost us 50 blocks. We don't have 50 blocks, so let's order us 50. And let's make sure that we can get that ship in here in 40 seconds. And then we will complete this mission right away. It is the dead of night. Our order ship is here. We should get those 50 blocks on top of the 20 that we already have any second. Let's see. And right here it is. Now we have 70. And now that we are about to win, I think it is a good moment to kill this cinema right here. Yep, just like that. We're gonna just get rid of it. And then we are going to build. Where's our defense turret? Here it is. And we're gonna plop that thing down right there. Then we're gonna select it. Deselect this building menu. And we're gonna turn on shooting mode. And let's fire him up. Yeah, just shooting some rockets into the air. It's like a mortar, basically. And it makes 2 of those things. We have completed the contract. That's all good and fine. And the second contract is completed. But all we have left to do is destroy this one mine right here. One more shot. Come on, hit. There we have it. And that gives us the last star. And now we have completed this level with 3 out of 3 stars. Wonderful. And here we are back in the main menu. We can see that we have a bunch more different levels to unlock. And we have a sandbox mode here in the middle as well. So once again, don't forget about the 2 keys that I am going to give away on this channel. If you want to enter, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and of course join the Discord channel so I can actually give you the key on there. And the key will be given away on release date on March 9th, 2022. You will be able to play the game right away. But that is all I have for today. So if you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel and of course like the video. Don't forget to comment to win the key, join the Discord server, and with that I say thank you and peace.